50 years of service to the children and families of Florida. The Florida Sheriff's Youth Ranches began as a humble dream to keep children out of the adult criminal justice system and give them a chance at a productive, lawful future.
Your sheriff invites you, Mr. and Mrs. Citizen of Florida, to take an unusual trip. Settle back in your easy chair, and we'll take you along the trail, over rolling fields and woodlands, to this attractive setting on the famous Suwannee River.
In 1957, the sheriffs of Florida joined with the citizens of our state to create a home for needy, neglected, and unwanted boys. They began the Florida Sheriff's Boys Ranch with only $5,000 and 140 acres of donated land on the banks of the Suwannee River.
But the sheriff, he seemed to understand how I felt, and he talked to me about how I'd be living in a cottage with other boys and going to school, a regular school in town. He told me I would get a chance to go swimming and fishing, even horseback riding. I listened, and finally I agreed to go.
That has been a long time ago. I do remember bringing him out there. He had a small suitcase with him. A lot of period of time he didn't know what to expect there at the ranch. I'm just so pleased to be able to say that I remember the ranch when it wasn't a ranch. I remember going out one afternoon with Sheriff Hugh Lewis, riding in the back of his vehicle in Thomas Musgrove, and just riding down what we used to call a cow path. Nothing but blackjack oaks and pine trees out there. I saw it develop, but I also saw the young men out there and had a chance to relate to them, actually visit with them and sit down and talk with them. I've heard some of the stories, and they're bad. Some of them that were not that the kids were bad, but their environment that they were involved in. And then I've seen them. I see those men and women today, and knowing what they were like, it's just a very rewarding experience. I look back on 50 years. Yes, I was there in the beginning, and I'm here now. I'm certainly hoping to be here a few more years and continue to see greater progress. I believed in it then, and I believe in it now.
It was in March of 1959. I had just turned 12 at the time and was on my way to Live Oak to become one of the first 2 boys admitted to the Boys Ranch. At that time, the Boys Ranch had only a single cottage, a few paved roads, and a small pump house up on the hill. While I was at the ranch, I learned many things which have been helpful to me in later life. Things such as responsibility, self-reliance, and how to work hard to achieve a goal. Many people gave generously of themselves so that I could have a better life.
Since then, thousands of boys and girls have passed through our gates and become successful contributing members of our communities. Today, our alumni are law enforcement officers, nurses, musicians, soldiers, truck drivers, mechanics, business owners, and community leaders.
You know, I always wanted to be somebody, and I know I am one day going to be somebody. So once I, came to the Boys Ranch, I felt I want to be a part of everything. And the ranch backed me on everything I wanted to do and everything I have done. The ranch backed me 100%. And the ranch taught me a lot of things. For one, the ranch taught me that success is not a destination, it's a journey.
Our past speaks for itself in the lives of the alumni who stand for all we have achieved, but the future lies within the children we serve today. Over the years, many people have asked, what makes the Florida Sheriff's Youth Ranches so successful? It's simple. We believe in traditional values and teach boys and girls how to work, study, play, and pray. Building hope for a child's future includes learning how to earn a living and understanding the concept of a day's work for a day's wage. Building teamwork, responsibility, respect, and accepting praise for a job well done. The Florida Sheriff's Youth Ranches also believes in providing a strong education and a safe place to study and learn with the right supplies, along with the support and praise they need to catch up and succeed in school. We believe in showing children how to play appropriately and use their recreation time wisely. ensuring a safe outlet for their extra energy, and developing special talents that may lead to hobbies and skills that last a lifetime. Every child needs to know there is a God who cares for them. Every child is a blessing and deserves hope. And every child needs to discover joy, reach understanding, and learn to accept others.
Because of what I learned at the ranch, I have been able to pass that on to my kids. And I know the difference between right and wrong and what I should teach them and what I want them to know, the morals, the values that I want my kids to grow up with. And because the ranch was here for me, I can be there for my kids.
Over the years, the simple philosophy of teaching young people basic values has served us well. With 50 years of proven success, we have seen thousands of at-risk boys and girls become good husbands, wives, parents, and citizens. This has only been possible because of the leadership of Florida Sheriffs and the generosity of our donor family. You are the ones who give us the resources to provide a family and a future to our children. As we enter the next 50 years, I'm asking each of you to help us make sure the next generation of Florida's children will have the opportunity to experience the joy of being cared for and the satisfaction of success. Thank you, and God bless.
50 years of teaching children to work, study, play, and pray. Thank you for supporting Florida's charity for Florida's children, the Florida Sheriff's Youth Ranches.